Oh, hell no. Did Pencil Neck really make this comparison? That's crazy. That's freaking insane. Let's get into it and talk about it.
Robbie's got a gold watch, don't seem like a whole lot. After 30 years of driving up and down the interstate, but Robbie's had a good life, and Robbie's got a good wife.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, I was watching the um, Christopher Wray testifying at the Capitol today, and old Pencil Neck, Adam Shifts, Shifty Schiff. So he gets up there, he starts asking questions, and he asked, about if a convicted felon could pass a background check and work for the FBI. So it was a stupid analogy to start with because of the way he worded it. So I thought we would play it. Y'all watch it. I'll watch it. I'll comment on it a little bit. Maybe stop it if I need to, and we'll see how it goes. So let's roll it.
I'm curious about when I applied to be an assistant U.S. attorney, I had to go through a background check. Do candidates for the FBI have to go through background checks?
Yes.
Would someone with dozens of felony convictions survive a background check for the Bureau?
All right, let's be clear right there. Those dozens of felony convictions, as soon as President Trump gets in front of a legitimate court, those convictions are gone. Those convictions has no basis. Even recently, when the Supreme Court said that he had some immunity, that right there throws a lot of that out, because all that was done while, as far as him signing the checks and doing all that stuff, was done when he was in office as president. So I don't know how that's going to work. But regardless, he was denied the ability to have a professional election lawyer discuss election law. They wouldn't let him talk about it, which would have thrown it out. He wasn't allowed to even talk. They had a gag order on him. The jurors didn't even unanimous on all the reasons why he was even being convicted. They said just pick one. You don't all have to have the same one. What? It was such a setup. The judge donated money to Biden, donated money to the anti-Trump campaign. His daughter is a fundraiser for the DNC, Democrat Party. There's not a conflict of interest there? Come on, people. Of course there is. He should have never been even on this trial. So as soon as this goes in front of a legitimate court, these charges are going to get kicked out. So, but let's go ahead and finish seeing what he said.
So they would never be hired by the Bureau?
No.
Well, clearly the Bureau has, you don't have to comment on this, I know you won't, but clearly the Bureau has higher standards for their hiring than one of America's great political parties.
All right, there you go. He said it. The FBI has better hiring than one of America's great political parties. Okay, no political party hires a president, okay? Except for maybe Democrats, because they just hired Kamala. Not one vote has been casted for her to be president. In a primary, in a general election, no election ever has she had one vote, not one vote cast for her by any United States citizen. Now, we the people, Republicans, Independents, Libertarians, Democrats, whatever party you're with, you all have a right to vote, and you can vote for whoever you want. You can vote Democrat, Republican, it don't matter. Any party you want to vote for, just because you're in a certain party doesn't mean you have to vote in that party. So no one party elects a president or hires a president. The president is elected by we the people. Get enough votes, you win the electoral college for that state. You get those electoral college votes. You get up to 270 electoral college votes. Bam, you're the president. That's how it works. You don't hire a president, okay? That's bullshit. That pencil neck, bald headed little MFer. Man, if I could get my hands on him, I would just twist his freaking head till that freaking neck popped off. That little son of a... He's the same dumbass that all through that first impeachment, they were trying to say, oh, there was Russian collusion. We have evidence of Russian collusion. We have evidence, substantial evidence. We have it, yes. Kept saying that. There was no evidence. He lied to the American people. He lied Sunday after Sunday. Every time he was in front of a news camera, they asked him, well, do you have any evidence of Russian collusion, President Trump, with Russia? Yes, we have evidence. No, you didn't. You lying some bitch. People like that need to be kicked out of Congress, man. People that are deliberately lying to the American people. And now he's running for senator in the state of California and is probably going to win it. Here's what he did. There's a Republican running for the Senate seat in California, vacated by Dianne Feinstein, who passed away. Shitty Schiff, was giving money to that Republican's campaign so he could come in second place. Because the way California does it is the top two vote getters out of all the people that are running are the two that go for the vote in November. So he wanted that Republican to be second place because he felt like he could beat that Republican. Steve Garvey used to be a big-time baseball player back in the day. I'm hoping and praying California will see the light and vote for Steve Garvey. You know, for the first time in a gazillion years, send a Republican to represent California. But I don't think it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure Shifty Shit Face is going to get it. Old pencil neck. But there's always hope. But anyway, that's how shifty his ass is. He was afraid to run against another Democrat because he thought he might lose. So he was trying to push that other guy into second place, which he did. So it's going to be Steve Garvey, Republican versus Democrat, which is the way it should be anyway. And so we'll see how that works out in California. Just pray, and if you're out there in California, vote Steve Garvey for Senate, U.S. Senate. But anyway, I just thought I would share this video with you because it just had me, it really grind my freaking gears. I mean, they're hedging all their bets on President Trump being a convicted felon. He was a convicted felon in a kangaroo court. That was not a real court. You don't have court the way they had court. You had the third guy in line at the Department of Justice, at the United States Department of Justice. He was number 3 law enforcement person in the United States of a freaking America. And he stepped down from the number 3 spot in the Department of Justice for the entire country to go be a local city prosecutor in the city of New York. Do you know how big of a drop that is? That's like going from playing in the NFL to going to play in Pee Wee. I mean, it's a huge drop. That's like going from NFL back down to high school. And that's what he did. He did it because he was the one that did the whole case to start with. Bragg just sat there and ate donuts and looked stupid. Big fat head. I'd like to smack him upside the head. Anyway, so the whole thing was rigged. It's going to get thrown out just as soon as he can get in front of a legitimate court. And President Trump hasn't been sentenced yet. They put off sentencing because of the Supreme Court decision on the immunity. So there's still outside chance that the judge, which I don't think is going to happen, but there's an outside chance that the judge comes back and throws it out and vacates the sentence, not the sentence, the verdict, vacates the verdict. Worst case scenario, he tries to send President Trump to jail or house arrest, something like that. Best case scenario is it gets thrown out. Somewhere in the middle, maybe probation or something like that. I don't know. But we need to pray for President Trump's safety. We need to pray for a victory in November, because our country, man, we're gonna be in bad shape, man. And I heard Kamala say the other day, I'll run on my record on the border any day against Donald Trump. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well, in 4 years that Donald Trump was in office, he had less than, 2 million or something like that illegals come across the border. And so far, since Biden's been in office, it's been close to 18 million illegals. Inflation was 1.4% under President Trump when he left office. It got up to over 9% with Biden. Interest rates when we bought our house and everything was 2.9% for our mortgage, and now it's over 7%. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Gas was $2 a gallon under Trump. It's over $4 a gallon, $5 a gallon in some places under Biden. At the peak, it was over $5, $6 a gallon out in California, $7 a gallon, something like that. About a year or so ago. I mean, it's insane. You'd have to be an idiot to vote Democrat in the November election. Just straight down ballot, all Republican. Because the Democrats, I swear, man, it's like they have a damn disease in their brain. I mean, it's like rabies or something. It's just eating away their brain, and they have no sense of right and wrong. No, it's just crazy. They're like lunatics. It's crazy. Letting boys participate against women in basketball, swimming, all kind of stuff like that, volleyball, track. I mean, that's insane. All those years, women fought for their right, Title IX, so they could play, college sports and have the same rights as men. And now you're taking it away from them by putting men in their sports and wiping out all their records, taking their scholarships. How is that fair? If you want to pretend like you're a man or a woman or whatever and you're not, then they need to start a league for them. We'll have 3 leagues. We'll have one for trans, we'll have one for girls, and one for men, women and men. But don't throw them in there with women. I mean, how many women do you see coming up here competing against men? You don't. I mean, once in a blue moon, you might see a woman kicker on a football team or something, but you don't see them playing baseball. You don't see them playing against men's swimming, volleyball, track, none of that stuff. They don't come out there and do it. You know why? Because they get their asses kicked. And that's not a knock on women. I love women. Women are strong, some of the strongest people we know. But muscle mass, lung, breathing capacity, that's like racing a Dodge Viper against a damn, pick a car. Against racing a daggum Chevy Capri or something. It's not going to stand a chance. And that's not, I'm not knocking women. Women are awesome. But everybody has their limits. I mean, there's women that could outrun me, swim me, anything to do with me, outdrive me. I mean, just because I'm a man doesn't mean I'm automatically better than every woman. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about when you have trained professional athletes that have been doing that all their life. It's not a fair fight. Is what I'm saying. So, and they've worked so hard, and to get their records taken away, scholarships taken away, places on the team taken away from them. It's not right. It's not right. There's just so many things that's got me crazy with the way things are going. But I'm going to beg every daggum one of you out there, please, please don't take this election for granted. I'm not going to be one of those people that says the house is on fire. If we don't elect President Trump, we'll never have another free election. I'm not going to say that. It would take a hell of a lot for them to be able to do away with elections and turn us into a dictatorship. Like they keep saying President Trump's going to be a dictator. That's impossible. That is impossible. That would never happen. He would never even attempt it because he knows it can't happen, because he knows a little bit about government history and every damn thing else. And you look at common sense. 3 branches of government: judicial, legislature, executive, checks and balances. He tries to become a dictator, legislator impeaches him, Senate kicks him out. He's not going to be a damn dictator. 25th Amendment. The vice president and the cabinet members could expel him right out. Say he's got a mental issue. He can't be president. He's gone. There's too many checks and balances in place, people. Don't fall for that bull crap. Nobody in the history of this country has ever been a dictator or will be a dictator as long as we keep having elections and the processes that we have in place right now. And I'm telling you, 25th Amendment, Trump would never be a dictator. It would not happen. Congress wouldn't let it happen. The judicial branch wouldn't let it happen. So don't fall for that bull crap. Reproductive rights. Reproductive rights, in my opinion, is your ability to be able to procreate and have children. Rights to murder a baby has never, ever been in the Constitution as a God-given right. Nobody has the God-given right to take another life except in self-defense. You do not have the right to take that baby's life. I've told you before, I'll stick by it. There are no do-overs. Once that is inserted into that, and that comes out, connects with that egg, you messed up. You messed up. You should have wore a condom. You should have done something. You should have got your tubes. If you don't want to be a mama, you better take precautions to stop it. And President Trump, everybody I've ever talked to or heard about, has always said incest, rape, life of the mothers at stake has always been exceptions. I've never heard anybody say, no. There's no exceptions. If your daddy gets you pregnant, you just got to have that baby. No, that's never going to happen. People won't stand for that. That's not, trust me, that's not happening. That's more talking points, bull crap. I heard him today say, Project 2025, if Trump gets elected, he's going to fire 38,000 of you FBI people and replace them with 38,000 MAGA Trump supporters. No, he's not. How in the hell can you fire 38,000 FBI agents and pop in 38,000 more? It's impossible, people. You know how many years, and it'd take a decade to rotate out 38,000 people. You can't just do that in one term, one presidential term. Rotate out 38,000 people that we have in place around this country to protect this country. You can't do that. That's so stupid. I can't believe people even believe that. Think about it. 38,000 FBI agents across this country. How in the hell do you fire every one of them and replace them? That will not be saying we're going to replace the soldiers right now we have with MAGA soldiers. You can't do that. It takes time for training. It takes time to find them, pass evaluations, get hired. There's no freaking way. This is bull crap. They're trying to scare you. Don't fall for it. Damn. And then you have people on CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC. They don't allow Republicans to come on there and talk like I'm talking right now, calling this stuff out for bullcrap that it is. Fox News, they'll let any Democrat, anybody come on and just say whatever the hell they want to say. Trump's going to be a dictator on day one. They don't push back. He's going to replace 38,000 FBI agents. They don't push back. He says he's going to ban abortion. They don't push back. They just let them come on there and say whatever the hell they want to say, and then you have people out here believing it. And that drives me crazy. When you are interviewing someone and you know what they're saying is a bald-faced lie, you call them on it. You don't let them perpetrate that lie, because you're more or less condoning it, and the people that are watching your newscast believe it to be true because you're not pushing back on it. John Roberts, Sandra Smith, Dana Perino, who's some of the other ones that does that crap? Jillian Michaels, or not Jillian Michaels, what's her name? Ah, damn, I can't remember. Jillian something or other. Now, Harris Faulkner, she'll push back on it. She's pretty good about that crap. But a lot of these, they just let them say it. Laura Ingraham, she'll push back on it. Hannity pushes back on it. Jesse Waters will push back on it a little bit. But a lot of these people on there, they just let them say whatever they want to say and don't push back on it. I'm like, how do you do that? How do you just let them sit there and lie? That's crazy. I couldn't do it. If I was interviewing them, I'd say, oh, no. About the, what's the one, the good people on both sides hoax, where Trump said, oh, there's good people on both sides. Like Nazis were good people. He never said the first words out of his mouth was, we condemn full-heartedly any neo-Nazi white supremacist bullcrap. Right off the bat, we condemn that. But there were people here that wanted to keep the statues. There were people here that wanted to do away with the statues. And those were good people on both sides of that argument. That's what he was saying. And they know it. It's been proven. The whole thing has been debunked about the whole crap. And then, he's going to be a dictator on day one. He's going to push the 2025 project. Both things he has denied profusely and said he wouldn't. And he was joking around with Hannity. And they clipped that little sound bite, and they've been playing it over and over and over, and they stuck on it. It was a freaking joke. That's the hypocrisy I was telling you guys about in a previous video. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I know y'all tired of hearing me rant, but I just wanted to share that little pencil neck little effer. He needs to be smacked upside the head, man. I ain't lying. It's almost like when people get hysterical, and then you can't reason with them, and you just have to smack them in the face to get their attention. Hey, snap out of it. That's what you need, man. You just need to smack him a few times until he snaps out of it. Here's what I would do. If I'm a news person giving an interview, for you to come do an interview with me, you have to strap on a lie detector. But not just any lie detector. This lie detector zaps your ass. So every time you tell a lie, you get zapped. We'll cut back on that line. As a matter of fact, that should be one of President Trump's things. When he takes over, put somebody in charge, put me in charge of the FCC. And that'd be one of the things with the FCC. You're going to do news interviews with government officials, people that are in the government, Congress, senators, governors, anybody, cabinet members, anybody you're doing an interview with, you have to strap them up to the lie detector and the zapper. Now, if they sit there and knowingly tell a lie, you're going to know it. It's going to force people to tell the effing truth. That's what we should do. Make people tell the damn truth. Quit lying to the American people. 350 million people in this country. And there's probably 100 million that watch the news. And they're getting lied to. Bald-faced lies every day. I'm not saying everything that comes off of Fox is the gospel. But I ain't heard much of anything coming off CNN or MSNBC or any of them channels that's even close to truth. And I've never seen news people that are supposed to be nonpartisan, that are supposed to be unbiased, root for a candidate, cheer on a candidate, cover up for a candidate. 3 years they've been covering for Biden. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with him. He just has a little bit of a stutter. He's fine. He's sharp as a tack. He runs circles around his staff. Some bitch can't even hardly walk up a set of stairs. Come on, man. How can you tell that lie to the American people? All right. All right. We calm back down. Thank you, people, for listening to my rant. If you watched the video, if you stayed in here for this long, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jump down, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Ring the little bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. All videos ain't this bad. Some of the videos I put out are actually pretty funny and good videos. We're going to get back to doing some road footage. I might even start today. We're up here in Hebron, Kentucky, picking up a load going down to Atlanta Road. Atlanta. Got to get back to you. So, yeah, we're headed back down there. They get me loaded and I can get out of here in time. There'll be some good traffic down there getting through Florence, Kentucky, and going down 75 through Knoxville, Chattanooga, all down through there. We'll try to get some video footage in, put a little music out. I got an itch, man. I got an itch for a song that's been stuck in my brain and I can't get it out. And it goes a little bit like this.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as
Oh, yeah. Sing it, Chris. Chris Stapleton, man. I got that song stuck in my head and I can't get it out. I was listening to it last night, trying to get down here to Hebron. All right. Thank you guys so much. Keep moving forward. Keep praying for our country, praying for our future president, Donald Trump. He could be the 48th president, not necessarily the 47th. If old Joe falls out before January, Kamala becomes the 47th president. And then all those hats, all those shirts, all that gear with 47 on it, it becomes Kamala. How crazy would that be, man? That would be insane if that happens. And then President Trump becomes the 48th president. So that would be crazy. I'm praying that doesn't happen. People keep calling for Joe to step down. Don't do it. Joe, you stay in there, Bubba. You stay in there until the election's over with and Trump's elected and until we do the switching of power and everything. And because people don't understand. If he leaves, then it becomes Madam President this, Madam President that, Madam President this. She gets Air Force One. She brings in her vice president. He gets Air Force Two. That's all free travel. That don't have to come out of their campaign fund. You know what I'm saying? Plus, then she gets unlimited amount of TV coverage that she doesn't have to pay for. So pray that Biden finishes out his term. That's the best thing for us right now. So plus they're going to give, if they do, they'll give Kamala these easy jobs, man. Like, oh, there's a hurricane. And she goes down there and shakes hands and hugs people. Oh, look how presidential she looks. Oh, and there's a flood over here. Oh, well, let's send Kamala. They're going to give her a bunch of softball, easy shit to do, make her look all this presidential, and she ain't worth crap. So don't pray for Joe to leave. Don't call for Joe to leave. Pray that Joe stays in there until his term is up. All right, with that said, keep moving forward. Don't give up. Keep praying every day. And always keep punching.